Now, how to control the disease process? Imagine, for once, a man has got the guts to shout at his wife. Very uncommon. I really admire him. All of us have to pray to him to get the same energy in life. You have to control the disease process in rheumatoid very, very, very aggressively. In rheumatoid arthritis, there is a basic disease process which is responsible for inflammation and joint destruction. So you have to treat them with disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs. That's what is very, very important. Before, I have an experience of 37 years in rheumatology. Earlier, many of the disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs was not available other than chloroquine and sulfasalazine. Now we have wonderful drugs available in this country. You need not go abroad to get treatment. What treatment is offered to any part in the world is being offered in our country. One need not rush to some other place to get treatment, to be very, very frank. It's not that I'm talking because I'm very patriotic. I am, but at the same time, drugs are available here. We have wonderful drugs called hydroxychloroquine, sulfasalazine, methotrexate, tofacitinib, and biologics, which are available in this country, which are capable of controlling the disease process. The choice of these drugs, you leave it to the rheumatologist or the physician. Sometimes people come and ask me, I want to take hydroxychloroquine, I want to take tofacitinib. Then what I do inky pinky ponky and tell them, ultimately I say, this is what inky pinky ponky chose, you take the drug. So do not, I do understand that you're all very knowledgeable people. You're more knowledgeable than me also, to be very frank, because you're all Google doctors. You're all gone into the internet and you know more rheumatology about than me. But please listen to one thing. A doctor has taken nearly 6 to 7. It took about 6 years, 7 years to finish my MBBS. It doesn't mean I failed every year. It takes 6.5 years to complete your house surgery. Then I do my MD general medicine. Then I do my DM rheumatology. 10 years I have spent only in learning medicine. After that, 37 years. Like Buddha said, experience is a province of wisdom. So please listen to the doctor. You can definitely, what you call, discuss with the doctor, the good and bad of all medications, but leave it to the doctor to prescribe. You are welcome to discuss with us. We will have, not only will lend our ears, but he will listen to you. So treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, you have hydroxychloroquine, sulfasalazine, methotrexate, tofacitinib, and biologics. Now, do these medications cause side effect? Everything in life has got a side effect. Doesn't marriage have a side effect? Everything has got side effect. Without side effect, there is no effect at all. So very important, when you take these medications, the doctor will tell you to do routinely blood test once in 4 weeks and report to him or send it by email or WhatsApp. And he'll also tell that what are the side effects which you can develop. You can jot it down. When you develop any of these side effects, please inform the doctor. The most important, what you'll have to see, always I tell people, if you develop any allergic skin rash, immediately stop the drug and go to the doctor. That's very, very important. All of you, when you go to a doctor for any ailment, please tell them what drugs you're allergic to. You're allergic to sulfa, you're allergic to NSAIDs, you're allergic to this drug, that drug. But don't tell that you're allergic to the doctor. I can't deal with such problems. But what's very important is you have to tell the doctor which medications you're allergic to it. And the other important fact, disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs definitely have side effects, and you'll have to discuss with the doctor about what are all the side effects. How do you monitor the side effects? We do complete blood count, we do a liver function test, we do urine routine, and we do serum creatinine for the kidney. The drugs which can get affected by medications given for rheumatoid can knock out the blood count, can knock out the liver, can knock out the kidney. So this is absolutely essential to be monitored. Is physiotherapy needed for arthritis? You see the physiotherapy going on at home. My God, poor fellow is losing the battle. I think something, we have to give him something. So physiotherapy is absolutely essential. The treatment of arthritis is absolutely incomplete without physiotherapy rehabilitation program. They have to meet a physiotherapist. They have to learn exercises, joint exercises. They can have modalities of heat treatment like wax or interferential therapy. They should learn about lifestyle modification of their joints. They should learn how to protect their joints. So physiotherapy and rehabilitation is a must for all patients with arthritis. But the important problem which I encounter among patients, they learn the physiotherapy, but they expect me to do the physiotherapy. That is one reason why at 67, I'm too fit to work from 5:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock in the night. So I must really thank all my patients. I teach them physiotherapy and I do the exercise. So for heaven's sake, if you have arthritis, you do not have arthritis also, please do regular maintenance exercise for your joints. Walk for 45 minutes daily. Don't tell me you don't have time. Time doesn't accept that we don't have time at all. So much of time is available, like the infinite expanse of the ocean. So you who do not have time is a wrong concept in existence. Is arthritis curable or controllable? This is a very important question people come and ask me. Hey doctor, can you cure my rheumatoid arthritis? Can you cure my ankylosing spondylitis? The minority of diseases concerned with arthritis are curable. The majority are not curable, but only controllable. You can catch me by the collar and say, hey doctor, why do you say it's not curable? I have arthritis. Can you cure diabetes? Can you cure blood pressure? There are so many diseases in the world which are not curable. They are only controllable. So rheumatoid arthritis, in no way you should treat it like give a stepmotherly treatment because it is not curable. Blood pressure is not curable. Diabetes is not curable. Ischemic heart disease is not 100% curable. Fall of memory, Alzheimer's disease is not curable. When there are so many other diseases, why can't you please accept poor rheumatoid arthritis, accept that it is not curable, but it is definitely controllable. You know what is the basic problem in life? We are rebellious to everything. We do not accept it at all. Why did I develop rheumatoid arthritis? Why did I develop ankylosing spondylitis? This is what Arthur Ashe said. He said when he had HIV secondary to blood transfusion, when people said, why did you develop HIV? He said, I'm one of the greatest legendary tennis players in the world since the dawn of civilization. Every time when I won the Wimbledon or the American Open or something like that, did I ever ask myself the question, why did I win? But you want to ask me the question, why did I develop HIV? Good things and bad things are there. If you're very well evolved, you must be like the Buddha, follow the neutral path. Neither joy or sorrow should not affect you, but none of us are the Buddha. I know arthritis is definitely a problem, painful joints, crippling disease, prolonged treatment is required. Definitely it is correct on our part to ask whether it's curable or not. I also will have the same question if I have a disease which is not curable. I am definitely sympathetic and empathetic to all of you all with arthritis. I put myself in your shoes. But one thing, accept the problem, accept the treatment, and go forward.